These trucks are so dangerous, so ridiculously over the top, that they're basically road legal weapons. I'm talking about pickup trucks that push physics, safety, and common sense to their absolute breaking point. And somehow, they're completely street legal. Stick around because number one will blow your mind, and possibly your eardrums. What's up, truck fanatics? Before we dive into today's insane list, smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because we're about to expose some of the most outrageous machines ever built. Today, we're counting down 10 pickup trucks that are so extreme they probably shouldn't be allowed on public roads. Let's get started. Coming in at number 10, we have the Ram TRX Hellcat. And yes, this beast is every bit as insane as it sounds. This truck packs a supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi 8, producing 702 horsepower. That's more power than most supercars, stuffed into a pickup truck that weighs over 6,000 pounds. But here's where it gets crazy. This thing can hit 118 miles per hour off-road. We're talking about a truck that can literally fly through the air at highway speeds. The suspension has 13 inches of travel, which means when this thing launches, it's basically a guided missile with a bed. The real kicker? It comes with a Baja mode that's specifically designed for high-speed desert running. Dodge literally built a truck and said, "Here, go break the sound barrier in the dirt." The fact that you can drive this to Walmart is genuinely terrifying. Number 9 is the Ford F450 Super Duty Dually. And this thing isn't just big. It's monumentally, stupidly, ridiculously oversized for 99% of drivers. We're talking about a truck that's over 8 feet wide, nearly 7 feet tall, and weighs up to 14,000 pounds when loaded. Here's the insane part. You can drive this with a regular driver's license. No special training, no commercial license, nothing. Just walk into a Ford dealer and drive away with what's essentially a commercial vehicle disguised as a pickup truck. The F450 can tow 37,000 pounds. That's literally a small building. I've seen people driving these things to pick up their kids from soccer practice, completely oblivious to the fact that they're piloting a road destroyer that gets 8 miles per gallon and has blind spots the size of small countries. The turning radius is so bad, you need a GPS just to make a U-turn. At number 8, we have the Chevrolet Silverado ZR2 Bison, a truck so aggressive, they literally named it after an animal known for charging at things and destroying them. This collaboration between Chevy and American Expedition vehicles created something that shouldn't exist on public roads. The Bison comes with front and rear steel bumpers that are basically battering rams, steel skid plates covering the entire undercarriage, and rock sliders that could probably cut a small car in half. The suspension is tuned specifically for rock crawling and desert racing, which means it handles like a drunken elephant on normal roads. But here's the really crazy part. It has 35-inch tires from the factory and enough ground clearance to drive over most economy cars without touching them. Number 7 might surprise you. It's the Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, but specifically the ones with aftermarket lift kits that turn them into rolling monuments to poor decision-making. Now, Toyota makes a great truck, but when you add a 6-inch lift kit and 37-inch tires, you've created a suburban nightmare. These lifted Tacomas sit so high that the driver literally cannot see anything within 20 feet of the front bumper. We're talking about massive blind spots that could hide entire families. The center of gravity is so high that taking a corner at normal speed becomes a physics experiment in whether the truck will tip over. But the real problem is visibility. I've seen dash cam footage of these trucks in parking lots, and it's genuinely scary. The driver is sitting so high up that they're basically flying blind in normal traffic situations. Coming in at number 6, we have custom builds based on the Nissan Titan Warrior concept. Trucks that take the already aggressive Warrior and turn it up to 11. These custom monsters feature massive tube bumpers, light bars that could illuminate the moon, and suspension systems designed for pre-runner racing. What makes these particularly insane is the power modifications. We're talking about Titans with turbo kits, supercharger setups, and engine swaps that push power levels well beyond anything Nissan ever intended. I've seen Titans putting down over 600 horsepower with suspension that can handle 3-foot jumps at 60 miles per hour. The problem is that these trucks retain their stock braking systems, which were never designed to stop a 600 horsepower missile traveling at Baja racing speeds. The disconnect between acceleration capability and stopping power is genuinely frightening. Yet because they maintain their original VIN numbers and basic safety equipment, they're completely street legal in most jurisdictions. At number 5, we have the Ford Raptor R, a truck so extreme that Ford basically said, "What if we took our most capable off-road vehicle and gave it the heart of a supercar?" The result is a pickup truck with a 5.2-liter supercharged V8 producing 700 horsepower, wrapped in a package designed to jump sand dunes at 100 miles per hour. This thing comes from the factory with Fox Racing shocks that cost more than most people's entire suspension systems, 37-inch BF Goodrich all-terrain tires, and a suspension capable of handling 24 inches of wheel travel. Ford literally built this truck to be airborne for extended periods. The Raptor R can accelerate from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds, which is supercar territory, but it weighs 6,200 pounds and sits high enough to drive over most cars. The combination of insane power, aggressive off-road capability, and the fact that it's designed to be jumped regularly makes this truck a rolling contradiction that probably shouldn't share the road with minivans and sedans. Number 4 is where things get truly ridiculous. Custom 6x6 pickup truck conversions. These are regular trucks that have been stretched and given an additional axle, creating 6-wheeled monsters that look like they escaped from a military convoy. Companies like Hennessey and others will take a perfectly normal F-150 or Silverado and turn it into a 20-foot-long, 8-foot-wide behemoth that weighs over 8,000 pounds and costs more than most people's houses. These conversions often include power upgrades that push output over 600 horsepower because apparently 6 wheels weren't excessive enough. The real insanity is that these things are street legal in most states. I've seen 6x6 conversions cruising through downtown areas, taking up multiple parking spaces and requiring their own zip code to make turns. The fact that you can register and insure these things as regular pickup trucks is a loophole in vehicle regulations that defies all logic and reason. Coming in at number 3, we have deleted Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HD Duramax trucks. And before you comment, yes, I know this modification isn't technically street legal, but enforcement is so inconsistent that these trucks are everywhere on public roads. A deleted diesel truck has had all its emissions equipment removed and the engine tuned for maximum power and fuel efficiency. The result is a truck that can produce well over 500 horsepower and 1,000 pound-feet of torque while getting better fuel economy than stock. Sounds great, right? Here's the problem. These trucks can also roll coal on command, creating massive clouds of black smoke that can completely obscure visibility for other drivers. I've seen deleted trucks create smoke screens so thick that following traffic has to pull over and wait for it to clear. The combination of massive power, poor visibility for other drivers, and the aggressive driving style that often accompanies these modifications creates a perfect storm of road rage and safety issues. Number 2 will blow your mind. Actual street-legal monster trucks that somehow pass inspections and get registered like any normal car. These beasts rock 44-inch tires, 12 inches of clearance, and suspensions built to crush cars. Yet they have working headlights, turn signals, and even pass safety checks. Some are so tall you need a ladder to get in, too wide for parking spots, and so heavy they damage the roads they drive on. I've seen footage of one squeezing through a drive-thru. It's surreal. They average 3 miles per gallon, sometimes need special licenses, and cost more to maintain than most people earn in a year. Yet somehow, they're legal for a grocery run. And number 1, the Tesla Cybertruck, a bizarre stainless steel wedge that looks like a rendering glitch in real life. It's so reflective it blinds drivers. It's bulletproof, weighs nearly 7,000 pounds, tows 11,000 pounds, and hits 0 to 60 in just 2.6 seconds. That's supercar territory in something the size of a shed. It's silent. Instant torque is terrifying, and it causes accidents just by existing. People literally crash while staring at it. So there you have it. 10 trucks that push the boundaries of what should be legal on public roads. Which one is the most ridiculous? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more insane automotive content. Drive safe, especially if you're on the road with any of these monsters.